Cool Kid. What it is? How we doing, Cool Kid? Well, I'm so glad we could come in today and talk and do all kinds of fun stuff, exciting stuff. Just you, me, and the cool kids. Man, that is nice. It's showing up. Showing up now. But I tell you what's even nicer, cool kid, and that is just the joy of knowing that we get to share some conversations, maybe some knowledge if we're lucky, definitely some joy as we sit back and just reminisce in our resplendent victories in the way of silver and silver accessories. So it is vital to understand that every day of your stacking life is another brilliant day for you to assess your values and your value. Anyway, cool kids, let's talk about this. So a lot of folks, they buy precious metals because they think precious metals are how you get rich. And there's really no evidence of that, at least not in recent years. There may have been a time where having some precious metals made you rich, but the people who really got rich off precious metals were the ones digging it, right? And those people were few and far between. But that's not what's important. What's important is that those precious metals so dug are still valuable to this day. So the value, right, remains. It is eternal. It is what we call wealth. It has intrinsic value. It will always have some value. There's never been a time in all of human history where it had no value. And that is important to remember when discussing these sorts of things. It is important to realize that value isn't the same as dollar amount, because dollars as we know them have no actual intrinsic value. So also it's a moving target, the value that it does have, especially when you consider inflation. That's where things get a little hairy, a little dicey, right? So, wow, yes, that's when you know you really got to think about it. But you're not going to get rich buying this set of silver coins for $49 or $44.09 rather. It's not going to happen. But if you buy enough of this stuff, right, when the time comes, right, you got this for $7.75. You might just be able to trade this for the inflation-adjusted value when you need food in your mouth, all right? Or you might just be able to trade this for an amount that is higher than what you paid for it if you are, worried about nominal value. But what this will not do is make you wealthy. This in and of itself, if I bought this in 1982, I'd be in trouble, okay? Because I'd be underwater. So that's step one. Step one is to know what is a precious metal. A precious metal is not a get-rich-quick scheme. precious metal, if you want to get rich, you should have grabbed Bitcoin, not junk silver. But if Bitcoin goes to zero, this won't. We paid how much did we pay for this? $567 for these quarters. So there you go. That's what $567 worth of quarters looks like. But I would imagine that there's probably $35 space in there. So 7 times 4, 28 times 5. Yeah, we did okay, I would imagine. I'm just guessing, but I think we did okay there. I think we did okay. Who knows? Who knows? We might have done okay. Just guessing. I mean, we could count it out. But what would be the fun in that? It's more of a mystery this way. We like mysteries. I like a good mystery, don't you guys? So, what do we got in here? I like a good mystery. Silver mysteries. Oh! Yes, I showed you guys these the other day. Man. Guys, just remember what I'm saying. This is insurance against fiat collapse, against inflation. Does it always perform precisely? No. But does it eventually? Yes, it will. So it keeps stacking. And I got one more thing to say. If you're someone who spends their money as soon as they get it, there are worse things you could be spending on, like food or drugs or useless junk, like board games and miniatures. Right? And this will always have a value. You'll always be able to exchange it for something. That's all. Take care. Have an amazing day, and you're not going to get rich stacking silver or gold or platinum. It's just not the way it works. If it did work that way, awesome. And could it work that way? Sure. Silver could go to $100 an ounce. But what's going on with that dollar if it did? Silver could go to $1,000 an ounce. But you better have a wheelbarrow full of dollars to do anything with them. And that's the problem. But what you will have is an ability to survive. And that's why I mean it's insurance. And it's a nice little savings account. And if you were buying in the year 2000, we can cherry pick numbers. You're doing great. If you were buying in the year 2012, you're not doing so great. So there's definitely risk. But remember, dollar cost averaging. That'll limit your risk. All right, guys. Find all the collectibles of your dreams while you're awake. If you cannot find them, do not blame me, for I am here trying to show it to you. I'm trying my best. And that's all I got to say about that. Ciao.